Hello. Thank you for tuning in to this Tuesday edition of Born to Be a Star. And forgive me for not doing the podcast yesterday, but I had to go to the walk-in clinic at Pro Health where my doctor is, and I got told I got COVID. So I've been sick for the past week and a half, and I've felt like shit. And I didn't really I did like 3 podcasts last week, and the rest of the time I spent enjoying family, which I think is important. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday, a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful Christmas Eve. And I hope everybody's getting ready and prepared for New Year's Eve. I don't think I'll be going anywhere with COVID, but if we do go somewhere, maybe we'll have fun. I'm starting to feel better. I'm at the end of it. That's what the APRN said yesterday. I'm glad I'm not going to work feeling sick, so that's good. I had a couple of sick days left, so I'm taking the sick days until Friday, and then I'll go back Friday, and then I'll return back to work next week as well. So hopefully I continue to get better, drinking lots of water and resting, trying to get over COVID. But sometimes these things happen. Like my husband had the flu, and now I've got COVID. Who knows? But anyways, that's what winter does to you, and sometimes it just happens. I'm really not sure if the vaccinations work or not, and I can't really remember if I got the last one or I didn't. But moving on, today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power, for you to reflect on where you've been and where you're going on your stardom journey, and for you to love the reflection that you see. And going into this new year of 2026, we really do need to learn to love the reflections that we see. Sometimes, life is difficult, and it takes us away of enjoying the memories that are there with us now. I was lucky enough to have an amazing Christmas with family, and I spent time with one of my nieces, and I had such an angelic time. It was such a wonderful experience, and it was just truly amazing. And it's the type of thing that you want. That's what the holidays are supposed to be. The thing where you get to have a good time and you're not missing anything else. But now it's the day before New Year's Eve, and everybody's getting ready to do something, or maybe they're not. It feels like more people aren't doing things than are. And definitely this younger generation, they don't like drugs and they don't like liquor, so they won't be going out. So it's very interesting trying to see how this stuff plays out. But for all those that are going somewhere and are doing something, have fun, right? Even if you're in a house and you're just playing cards, or you're binge watching Stranger Things, or you're not binge watching Stranger Things because you don't like the fact that the main character decided to come out as gay in one of the scenes, and they've ruined Stranger Things now. Sorry, I might have ruined it for you. I just had to open up with that here because I like Stranger Things, and now they ruined it for me. Like, why? The entire show was about 11, not that. And everything doesn't have to be about sexuality, but I guess this did. The writers ruined the show, and Netflix does it, and Hollywood does it, and they do this shit all the time. And I don't know why I came out and I said all that. It just irritated me, and people basically just ruined it. So I don't even know if I can continue to watch the rest of it. I don't even know if I want to. Probably I will, but it's just irritating. But anyways, every day is an opportunity for us to recognize our star power, to be what we want it to be, to reflect on where we're going and whatever's next on our stardom journey. To start the day off by saying to yourself, I can have a great day. I can get things done. Yes, I can be the best version of myself. Yes, I can knit, sew, crochet, sing, dance, play any instrument, maybe all of the instruments, the saxophone, the violin, the clarinet, the flute, the cello, the violin, the piano, the guitar, the strings, whatever it may be. You could do all that. Maybe it's time that you want to get back into yoga, or you want to start making things at home more. You want to be more creative, or you're ready to get a new car, or you're ready to start a new book club, or who knows what. Whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, every day is an opportunity to say to yourself, yes, you can. following the idea of yes, you can is the idea of never giving up. Now, life is difficult and bad things do happen to good people, but the bad things happening to good people shouldn't prevent you from getting through the negativity to the good. And I really want to resonate this light in this moment. Bad things aren't always as bad as we think they are. It truly gives us an ability to see life differently if something doesn't necessarily go the way we wanted it to go, or things don't work out the way we wanted it to work out. We're not really in control of things like that, and we will never be. Fighting and persevering through difficulty is what it takes to be a survivor and a human being. And I'm sorry if it didn't work out. I'm sorry if you're not happy and you're miserable and you hate your job and you hate your life and you wish something was better. I could be that person, but I choose to be better than that. I choose to fight through all the obstacles in my life and the negativity and the doubt and the chaos and the insanity of every day. And I choose to be the light in the darkness for myself and everyone around me. I choose to be happy and smile and live and love, because that's easier for me to do than crying and whining and being negative, right? Shit doesn't always go the way we want it to. Friendships die off. Some people are in your life for a reason or a season, and sometimes a job will be great, and oftentimes you'll start doing something that you thought was the greatest thing in the world just to discover that you fucking hate it, and it's horrible. How many times have we all done that? Oh my God, this is the greatest company in the world. When I work there, everything is going to go great. And then you start working there and you're like, this is all a facade and it's all bullshit. We've all been there. You think you're excited about some fucking store and you're going to have the greatest experience doing that. And that shit sucks too. Whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, every day is an opportunity for us to fight through things that might not be working for us to get to the new, happier stages of our lives together. That is the entire idea and purpose of never giving up, is to fight through it to get to the better part of it. And following the idea of never giving up, we move into the stage of why not today. Procrastination and indecisiveness aren't anyone's friends. Taking too long to make decisions is only going to bite you in the ass. Never getting anything done and waiting forever to come up with a solution is never the answer. If you do not organize your life, if you don't do things proficiently, if you don't get shit done, if you're not effective, if you don't use time on your side and you don't manage things correctly, your life is going to bite you in the ass in a bad way. Every day is an opportunity for us to get things done that are important. Write the Christmas cards, give the gifts, be merry, be bright, get shit done. Don't wait off for the next year. Don't put off today for tomorrow. Do not put your life on the back burner. Do not think you're going to get something done when you know you don't have time to do it. Maybe reschedule that appointment, right? Maybe do things differently. Whatever the case is, whatever the situation may be, if you continue to push off today for tomorrow and you don't get things done, they might never get done. That's the entire idea of, why not today? Meaning, why can't we get these things done today? What are we waiting for? That's the question. And what are we waiting for? Tomorrow? Is that really always the answer, to just continue to put everything off till tomorrow? What if tomorrow you're busier than you were today? You can't buy time. You can't stop it. You can't control it. So why put shit off till tomorrow when you have no idea what the fuck is going to happen? Why do it to yourself? Moving on from that, let us get into some tea. Sipping the tea, sipping the tea, sipping the tea for you and me, sipping the tea. I got COVID and I'm sick and I don't feel good, so I'm going to do green tea with extra honey and add some secret hibiscus into this shit and hope it works. Fingers crossed. But let's get into the tea talk. The Stranger Things episode, where the character that's actually gay in real life has to come out, Why is that necessary? This is a sci-fi show that was a Netflix original that you destroyed with this stupidity. And I don't have anything against gay people. I don't have anything against trans people. I don't have anything against anybody that wants to be whatever they want to be. I don't. But we have decided to take away storylines, and we've decided to force diversity, equity, and inclusion and wokeness and fucking everything. There isn't one show you can't watch where there being people that are black being in everything. And that's not realistic to certain places. There's not black people everywhere, and there's not white people everywhere. And we're fully aware of that. Yet when it comes to TV and shows, they want to push that narrative, or they do weird shit. And it's just so annoying. So when I'm thinking about this tea, it makes me think this. Did they do this because they couldn't figure out the ending like in Game of Thrones? So they were looking for a way to irritate their base, and now Netflix is cutting them from doing another show? I wonder why. How's this smart for business? How's this smart for the people you need to watch this? I got 2 episodes to catch up on, and the rest of whatever's left on it, and I'm going to watch it, right? There's been a lot of people doing spoiler alerts. I'm still going to look at it because I like the show. And I'm a Stranger Things fan. And I've liked it from the beginning. Do I think they waited too long to push the rest of it out? Yes. Do I think it's smart to add sexuality into it? No. Do I think anybody cares? Regular people watching this shit that don't have an affiliation to sexuality and don't care about that stuff are irritated, like me, right? I just want to watch a show with you doing the fucking storyline and acting the parts. I don't give a fuck who you like. I don't care who you're having sex with, who you're doing whatever you want to do with, whoever you're making out with. That doesn't have anything to do with the storyline and the show I'm watching. So why does that have to be part of the show? Why is it important for you to broadcast your personal preference of sex with a sci-fi show? I don't get it. And I'm not the only one that feels like this. And I'm blasting Netflix, and I'm blasting Stranger Things. I'm fucking upset. I just wanted to watch my sci-fi show, which I like, and see what crazy shit's gonna happen in the other side. And I wanted to enjoy it until it was over. They took too long to push it out anyways. Netflix and all these fucking places keep fucking up with things that people like, and they keep doing things incorrectly. And they've done it again. If you have an audience that is watching this, why ruin it for them? Why do this? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to irritate a base of people that are likely never going to watch anything that those writers make again, because they're automatically going to think you're going to do the same shit you just did? And I don't give a fuck about the actors' feelings. I don't care about how these people feel. You're pushing out a show, and you took too long to push it out, and now you're going to ruin it with sexuality and some shit that I don't care about. If you want to have whatever preference in your personal life, fine. That's your business. Good. But if you got to add that into a show because you want attention, I'm skeptical. Like, why? Why do we need to do this? Why is it necessary for you to fuck everything up? Why? Because you want more attention? It seems like you're attention seeking, which tells me you do not understand the climate you're in, and you don't understand TV. And my husband said something on the weekend. He said that he thinks that streamers are turning into cable. And I think he's correct. He says a lot of smart things all the time, and that was probably another smart thing he just said. Netflix does a lot of dumb shit all the time, and I like Netflix. I've had them forever, and I'll have them forever. I like them, right? I play a tier premium price so I don't have to watch ads. And I will continue to pay my top tier premium price because I'm not watching ads on Netflix. I don't care. If it costs $50, I still pay that so I don't have to watch them there. But I will tell you this. You've ruined Stranger Things. The only way you could have ruined Stranger Things was having some random ass character come out about his sexuality in an episode. In an episode that really just could have been removed. What about the other side? What about the fact that the fucking demon guy is attacking all the people, killing them off one by one? Why don't we focus more on that? Why don't we focus more on the shit that's happening? Why did we lose sight of what the show was about? And the reason everybody liked the show isn't because one of the actors in it is gay. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Your sexuality, your personal shit, what you wear, what you eat, what lip gloss you brought last Thursday, the guy you fucked when you were 17, the chick you made out with in the bathroom when you were in college in your sophomore year, or the shit you did at that party at Marcy's house last week that somebody recorded on their fucking phone. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Why? Why do you have to shove this shit down my throat? Like, I just want a regular show, and I don't want woke DI shit in it. I don't. There's not that many fucking black people. I'm sorry. And there's not that many white people in black people neighborhoods. This shit is propaganda and it's bullshit. We gotta be able to call it out, and I'm sick of it. Now, there are black people in white neighborhoods and there are white people in black neighborhoods, but not to the extent that they make it seem. And we have convinced ourselves that we have to suck this shit up because Netflix served it to us. So now it's our responsibility to just be like, okay, that's fine. But no, it's not fine. And no, this is a message to Netflix. You fucked up. You can't fix this. And I'm mad, and I'm not the only one. And you got some fucking work to do. Stop coming out with shows where you have these ridiculous fucking actors that can't shut the fuck up and do their goddamn job. They're not that talented, because if they were, they know to shut the fuck up until it's over. I mean, basically. You got all these desperate people seeking fucking attention, and they're not reading the room. They think they matter more than they do. Everybody has a job in the world, and their job is to read a script and act, not tell me about their personal fucking life. Except, I'm being told about their personal fucking life. Not good for TV. Not good for ratings. Not good at all. Overall, not good. But I'm not going to dwell on this that long. They fucked up. They know they did. And they're going to lose a lot of people watching them. A lot of people paying premium prices. And they've pissed off people they don't want to make mad. But they just did it. And they can't fix it. And I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. Saying that they're not going to quietly taking away the writer's ability to write another shitty show about a gay character isn't going to fix this. You probably should have told them to ditch that fucking episode. But you didn't do it. So now, you all gotta sleep in the bed you fucking made. And don't cry, don't whine, don't complain about the numbers on Wall Street. Don't throw a fucking fit about what's about to happen to you. Because you fucking did this to yourself. You know why everybody liked the show. And it wasn't because of sexuality. It's not a fucking pornography. Nobody cares about that ridiculous shit. And the idea that you pathetic people in fucking media and fucking like TV and editing and all this shit, the writers and the people that come up with all these ideas, the idea that you thought that was appropriate means you really not reading the fucking room and you really have no idea what the fuck is going on. At all. Like you're literally oblivious. Literally oblivious. But okay. So, a message to Netflix. Stop allowing gay actors to talk about their gay lives in a sci-fi show that has nothing to do with gayness. You could be gay and silent and just act and shut the fuck up. That's always an option. You don't need 5,000 fucking opinions and feelings to do your job correctly if you're an actor. And the idea that you think you do is probably a problem. Just a thought. But moving on from that, let's get to the main part of this conversation. And I wrote out what I was going to talk about today on the podcast, but I don't know if I'm going to talk about it. Kind of just want to talk about random shit, basically. But maybe we should see what we were supposed to talk about today, and I'll decide if we're going to talk about it. Give me a minute to find it. And also, love me because I was sick, okay? So, if you fail, try again. The only way you're going to know you're going to do something is if you do bad at it, right? The only way you know, like, you're going to be able to accomplish something is if you suck at it or you fail. Failing isn't always a bad thing. Like, it's okay that you're not great at everything. I don't know if you want to be great at everything. I'm not really sure how much fun that is, right? Is it fun to be great at everything? No. Failing is just a reminder that sometimes you have to learn how to do something from the beginning. Sometimes you need to read a tutorial. Sometimes you might need to watch YouTube videos. Sometimes you might need to practice something. That doesn't mean you can't get back up on that fucking bull and try to figure out how to ride it again. Doesn't mean you can't get back in that stick shift and figure out how to put the shit in gear and drive it. Doesn't mean you can't get the microphone back and try to hit that high note like Mariah Carey or whatever the musician is you're attempting to sound like. And it doesn't mean you can't put that paint back on that canvas and you can't complete that work of art that you were attempting to complete earlier. You can do anything you put your mind to. So when you fail, let that just be a message to your mind so you won't fail the next time you attempt to do it. Moving on from failing, I'm totally obsessed with Stanley, and I found a green one that I'm about to buy, and I think I'm just going to get every color Stanley in the world. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with mugs and cups and all of it, and I want all that I can get of it, and I'm not going to feel bad about the fact that I'm obsessed with it, and I'm not going to feel bad about the fact that I love it. So there's that. So far I have pink, cranberry, the black one, the blue one, the purple one. Let me count again. I just got a pink Stanley for Christmas. Outside of that, I have a cranberry one. I have a black one, a blue one, a purple one. I have 5 or 6 right now, but I pretty much want like 20 or 30. I have an obsession with Stanley cups. I just think they're so compatible. They're very user-friendly, and they keep your drinks cold. And I want shit where I can put ice in it. I also want an ice maker, too. I'm going to have to buy one of those things. I should have had that for my fucking Christmas gift this year. But my husband was like, don't put that on the list, because that's going to be heavy. So I guess it's just better for me to just buy it. But I definitely want an ice maker too, because I don't know, I hate putting ice in the freezer. It never comes out the way I want it to, and it just doesn't work out in the freezer that we have in our fridge. So I need an ice maker. But I love Stanleys. They're so compatible. They're so user-friendly. They're so cute. They're like my style. Like, I also like Slim and some other things, but I'd more so go Stanley than Hydro Flask. I'm sorry. It's just a better product overall. And I think it speaks for itself. When I think of Stanley, I think of something like really important. I don't know. It provides me with this feeling of like superiority. And I like Stanley cups. I'm obsessed. So I probably want like 30 or 40, and my husband is going to commit me to an institution for lunacy for Stanley obsession at this point. I literally think if I get like 30 or 40 Stanleys, my husband's going to think something's wrong with me. I'm just obsessed with Stanley. He knows that. So currently I want a dark blue one, and I want a green one, and I want a bunch of other colors too. White, gray. They have like these like limited edition ones that are really fire, that have like beads on them and shit. So I want some of those too. There's so many I want. And I want the whole Barbie collection. I want the entire Barbie collection. There's like 7, and I want all of them. And they're all like $70 to $100, and I don't care. I'm buying them all. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Don't knock me. Love me. Moving on from the fact that I have a sick obsession to Stanley. Can problems be solved on TikTok? Probably. But should you be going to like TikTok for therapy? I'm really not sure about that. There's some really like fucking weird people on there that say a lot of weird stuff. So like, honestly, I'd be careful, right? I'd be real careful. Don't just trust random people you don't know anything about, because they could potentially be lying to you and making shit up, thinking that, and you're thinking there's something that they're not. I don't really think anybody should trust social media like that, because social media only cares about you so it can get your data. I think we need to be careful with how much we're trusting technology. And shouldn't it concern people that kids are committing suicide because of technology? And we got a serious problem in the world with people being addicted to it. I'm not saying you can't go on TikTok. You can't. I like going on there to look at food recipes and shit. I love it. Asking questions, funny dog videos. Basically, the only reason I go on there is to laugh. But, and watch girls fuck their hair up, because I'm obsessed with that. Those are the main 3 things, main 3 or 4 reasons I go on TikTok is for hair fuck ups, dog videos, food videos, and comedians. I basically use TikTok for like comedy. That's the same way I use Instagram. I use it for, Instagram is based off like doggy videos and shit, or like health. But I don't think we should really be relying on TikTok to help us with a real issue. Unless you saw somebody do a video on something and you want to ask them a question, fine. But if you're actually asking for like advice, I say be careful with that. Your shoes are first impression. Bro, the first thing somebody's going to do is look at you and then look down at your shoes. First impression is every time you meet somebody. I do think that the idea of dressing to impress does still matter. And I do think that what you wear on your feet tells a lot about who you are as a person. I'm totally a glamour girl, and I'm not going to lie about it. I have shoes that cost more than pocketbooks, and I'm obsessed with shoes. I have a really big collection right now, and my husband does not like it that I'm obsessed with shoes. So it's bad enough I have a shoe collection and a shoe problem, but then add a Stanley problem and a pocketbook problem on top of that too. I literally need a mansion just to house. Literally. I'm obsessed. I know I'm obsessed. I can't help it. And I'm not going to try to pretend like I can. But, you know, who knows? So moving on from that. When people look at your shoes, don't you want somebody to look at your shoes and say, whoa, those are fire? That's how I feel. That's how I've always felt. I feel like you need to walk into a room and take the room away. You need to be impressible. And I like when people say, are you a manager to me at work? Because of the way I dress. And I'm not. But I look like I am. I like that. One day when I am a manager, one day when I do move up, one day when I do go into something different at my job, I'll fit the position I'm going into because that's how I dress. That's a great thing. Shoes say everything. Remember that. If you don't dress to impress, what are you doing? Like, it is 2025 and everybody is doing the sweatsuit thing, the binge right now, where everybody just wants to wear a sweatshirt and sweatpants. And I don't blame you. I'm on that too. I'm with leggings and sweatshirts all year long, and that's basically what I did in 2025 too. And comfort instead of like uncomfort is definitely an option. I definitely say that, you can still look nice, but be comfortable at the same time. If you're going to do sweatpants, then have a fly shirt under the sweatshirt. Or wear a sweatshirt that has some design on it that makes it fly. Or if you're going to do something more low-key than dressing up all the time, then still make the low-key look like you're like a prima donna or like a king or some shit. You still want to dress where everybody's staring at you thinking you got Prada and Dior on and shit, right? You want to be in a fashion house that's doing things. Fendi, Ferragamo, Louis Vuitton. You want to be in a fashion house that's in London and Paris. London and Italy. It's Paris and Italy. That's where the best fashion houses are. So you want your wardrobe to house things from them. You want to wear Chanel and Dior because those are the best scents in the world. And you want to smell like money because when you smell like money, you make a lot of it. Or you could make a lot of it. You really want to set yourself apart from other people? Because do you really want to be like everybody else? Don't you want to be yourself? Maybe you're listening to me and you're thinking, bitch, I don't want to do any of that shit. I want to wear leggings and a t-shirt. And you certainly can. But when it comes time for you to do something in your life, you're going to have to be able to still put that suit on and still put that cashmere fucking dress on and walk up in the room and take everybody's attention away. You still got to have that ability to do that. You can't lose that. Raw. I'm not sure what Raw is doing anymore. What do you guys think of WWE right now? I watched AEW over the weekend. It was pretty much a great card. MJF got the medal from what's his name? So that was pretty entertaining. And Willow the Pillow retained with Haley. That was pretty interesting. And Darby Allin won his fight, which I was really hyped on. That was pretty interesting. It was overall a great night. People I liked won more than lost. Except FTR won. And I don't know what happened in that fight. That was pretty stupid and idiotic. But outside of that, Fat Joe did not win. Which is pretty great for me. And I don't want to hear anything from the fake ass cowboy anymore. And Swerve didn't swerve anything. Okay? He can sing about his house all he wants, but MJF took back the gold, and I'm happy to hear it. I'm a huge MJF fan on AEW, and I was down for him when everybody was out for him. So I'm happy to see him back in the gold. As far as Raw goes, I don't even know how to compare that to AEW. Like, it's not comparable. It's a joke. The characters and the people that they have on WWE are in no way comparable to the people from AEW. John Cena's gone now. What do you replace him with? I'm sorry. Half the people that you have on the docket aren't getting it done. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know where they need to find the talent, but they need to figure it out. AMC Plus. Can horror be fun? I think AMC is doing a great job with horror every year, and I really do think that they have a great platform for a lot of cool things. More character development, especially after the whack-ass drop of the story for Stranger Things. Can we do better with the characters so they don't have to have a coming out party like they're doing in that series? Oh. Side note, The Boys is coming back for its last season. It didn't happen yet. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. That's going to be on Amazon. The Boys is one of my favorite shows. It's so good. Do you guys want to watch Emily in Paris? I haven't really seen any of it at all outside of me watching like a preview of it. I haven't watched it. Some people said it was good. Some people said it was bad. I watched some YouTube video where the girl was flipping out because she said it was so bad. So that left me feeling like I don't really know if I want to spend time trying to look at this. Like, I don't know. Maybe not. Alex Rider, Oh, What Fun, and Tiger Point. Those all sound like good things. Moving on from that, let's get to the next part of this conversation. I gave up soda about a week ago. My nutritionist told me to give up soda. Yesterday, she told me I got to cook my own food and I can't eat out like I've been eating out, even though I don't really cook a lot of food like that. But I guess I'm going to be back in the kitchen now. That's fun. Counting calories is the best way for you to keep up to date with what you're eating. I do think a nutritionist can be very useful as far as knowing what you're eating and what you're not eating. I don't miss the soda that I gave up, and I don't miss the Starbucks that I gave up. I'm using this oat milk for creamer, and it's pretty good. And I just added in like sparkling water instead of water, and I got a soda stream last week. So between those things, I don't really miss soda. Homemade pizza is probably better for you than ordering pizza out because you can roll out your dough and you can make it better. Meal preps for dinner and lunch. So I'm going to start meal prepping lunch and dinner. And so I ordered all these containers and shit off of Amazon. And I'm just going to start like putting them in containers and just shoving them in the microwave because I'm busy and I work all the time. That's why I was doing more ordering out than anything else. I still may consider doing a Tavala or something else. We'll see what happens. Spicy deviled eggs. Sounds like something I want right now. And loaded ramen bowls. Who doesn't want loaded ramen bowls? My friends, thanks for tuning in to this Tuesday edition. Sorry I've been sick. It's fun to take some time off. I'm glad to be back on the podcast layer. Thanks for tuning in to this Tuesday edition of Born to Be a Star. I will return tomorrow, sick and all, on Wednesday, New Year's Eve. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Remember, you're a star wherever you are. Hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, and ciao. Brothers and sisters, you, me, us, they, and them. Not only are we going to save the United States and the world around it, but the entire galaxy. Because the one thing that defeats the darkness is us, the light. I see that light in you, and I hope you see that light in me. Hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, ciao. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.